You will ruin this. My own body sneered every time he touched me. The moment he held my hand, it tried to crush me from the inside. For weeks, I stayed quiet and endured it. But last night, I fought back. The shock on his face when I refused to run. Priceless. I-19F needs some serious help understanding my own brain, because I think it's trying to ruin my life. I'm seeing this guy. Let's call him Mark 21M. And he is, no exaggeration, the most incredible person I've ever met. He literally checks every freaking box on a list I didn't even know I had. HES smart, hilarious, driven, and has this way of listening that makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. The first few weeks were straight out of a movie. We went on these long walks, talking about everything from dumb childhood memories to what we actually want out of life. There was no awkwardness, no forced conversation. It was just easy. I found myself smiling at my phone like an idiot when he texted, and I was genuinely that bubbly, excited person I always want to be. I felt that amazing, intoxicating pull of wanting to be around someone all the time. For the first time in a long time, I let myself believe that maybe, just maybe, this time would be different. This time, the other shoe wouldn't drop. Then, it happened. We were walking by the lake last week. The sun was going down, and the whole scene was ridiculously perfect. We were in the middle of a conversation, laughing about something stupid, and he just slowed down a little, looked at me with this soft smile, and his pinky finger just kinda brushed against mine before he gently wrapped his hand around my own. And for about half a second, it was perfect. His hand was warm and solid, and it felt so right. Then it hit me, a horrible, tight feeling, right in the center of my chest. It wasn't like a muscle cramp. It was like an invisible fist had reached inside my ribcage and was just squeezing. Hard. My breath caught in my throat. My blood ran cold. Oh no, it's happening again. The laughter died on my lips. Suddenly, I couldn't focus on what he was saying. All I could feel was this crushing pressure and a rising wave of panic. On the outside, I was just a girl holding hands with a guy she really likes on a beautiful evening. But on the inside, a silent, screaming alarm was going off, telling me to run. The best moment of our time together had suddenly become the beginning of the end, and I had absolutely no idea how to stop it. That tightness in my chest didn't just go away after we let go of each other's hands. It's like it unpacked its bags and moved in. Now, it's a constant, low-minus level hum of anxiety whenever I'm with Mark, or even when I just see his name pop up on my phone. And my brain, in its infinite and terrible wisdom, has decided to help. It started searching for an escape hatch, a logical reason to justify the panic my body is feeling. It has officially entered its net-minus-picking phase. Last week, I loved the way he would hum along, slightly off minus key, to whatever was on the radio. It was endearing. Yesterday, we were sitting in his car, and he did it again. It was like nails on a chalkboard. A totally irrational, ugly thought popped into my head. God, can't he just listen to the music? I hated myself for it the second I thought it. 2 days ago, he showed up to my door wearing a random graphic tee. Instead of just seeing him, all I could see was the shirt, and my brain screamed, "You can't date a guy who wears that. It's stupid. It's insane. These aren't real problems." But my mind is desperately trying to turn them into relationship. Mine is sending red flags to give me a reason to run. The worst part is how amazing he continues to be through all of this. I knew I couldn't keep quiet, so a couple of nights ago, I just broke down and tried to explain it. We were just sitting on my couch. The TV was on mute, and I could barely look at him. I stumbled through my words. telling him how things are always amazing at first. But once physical touch starts, my body stages a full minus scale rebellion. I told him about the feeling in my chest, how it makes me want to pull away, and how my brain then invents stupid reasons to push him away. I brace myself for him to get defensive, or confused, or even just to say, "This is too much for me." But he didn't. He just sat there, listening patiently. When I finally ran out of steam, he just said, "Okay, thank you for telling me. That must be really scary and confusing to feel." He didn't try to fix it. He just understood. And honestly, his patience almost makes it worse. It's a constant, painful reminder that the problem isn't him. He is this wonderful, kind, stable person who is doing everything right. I'm the one who's broken. I'm the one sabotaging the one good thing I have. And I feel so guilty and frustrated I could scream. The bubbly, excited girl he met a month ago is gone. Now I'm just this anxious, distant person, and I'm watching myself ruin everything in real minus time. This is how it always ends. It's a pattern I know so well, and I feel completely powerless to stop it. Looking back on the handful of guys I've liked before Mark, the story is always the same. We connect. Everything is wonderful, and then the switch flips. And when it's over, when I've successfully pushed them away with my manufactured ICKS in my cold distance, I'm left completely heartbroken. But here's the thing I realized. The heartbreak was never really about losing them. It was about losing the possibility. It was the grief for the what if, and the intense frustration of being defeated by my own body, again and again. And let me be crystal clear about something, because I've asked myself this a million times. This isn't because I'm secretly not into guys, or that I don't actually want physical affection. I know I do. My logical brain, the part of me that isn't panicking, wants all of it. I want to be able to hold his hand and feel nothing but warmth. I want to be able to lean my head on his shoulder during a movie without feeling like the walls are closing in. I fantasize about a future where I can just relax and enjoy being close to him, where I can be that bubbly, excited girl again. The desire is there. It's my body that's betraying me. So I'm standing on a cliff's edge right now. On one side is this incredible, patient guy who I genuinely, deeply like. He represents everything I want. On the other side is this thing, this crushing, nameless weight in my chest that's getting heavier every single day, whispering that I'm not safe, that I need to run, that this will end badly just like all the others. This is why I'm writing this all out. I am so tired of this cycle. I don't want to lose Mark. He is the best thing that's happened to me in a very long time. And he doesn't deserve this half-minus version of me. So please, if anyone has any idea what's going on, I'm begging you. Why does this happen? Why do I lose feelings when I know, logically, they're still buried under all this anxiety? And how in the world do I get past this? How do I fight something that's inside my own body?